another video about me purging as well because every day I purge because like I said I got addictive personality and I feel like if you know how to purge why not just do it every single day and just purge as much as you can because that's like the best thing you can ever do for yourself because you're letting go of all the things that's not a part of you. Well, I think I've let out so many things that I don't even get triggered anymore. Is my mustache sticking up? I, I let out so many things right now to the point where I don't really get triggered anymore. Like things that people do doesn't trigger me anymore, and that's when I notice okay, it's healed. Even though they still do it, I'm still manifesting some things that might not irritate me, but it would just be like, what the hell is wrong with this person? Why is he behaving this kind of way? But it doesn't irritate me like before. There'll be this like, inside me, inside my body, but it's so irritated and stuff like that. But now I don't feel it anymore, and I've noticed that might be a lesson as well because everything happens for a reason. Before I used to think, everything's happening against me and to me. Now I feel like everything's happening for me because it's trying to let me know, hey, you need to understand you're no longer in that kind of place anymore, and you're no longer, just having that kind of anger inside you. Doesn't mean people are going to change, but it means it's not going to affect you anymore how it used to affect you in the past. Stuff like it would affect you. Like I don't feel anything right now when someone does something, that might have annoyed me before. I don't feel annoyed. Even my voice doesn't crumble or any kind of thing. It feels natural. I can even raise my voice if I have to, but it comes out with confidence. But I don't like to raise my voice. It's not really part of me. I'm still, and like I said, I'm still getting used to the new me and stuff like that. So sometimes I'm kind of frightened with my confidence. I'm like, oh my god, is that my voice? And people just like, oh my god, like and they all freeze. I'm like, oh my god, I have to go outside and be like, oh my god, which I don't allow my ego to be like, oh yes, what I mean. I let myself know that's not how I should be behaving towards other human beings, other beings and stuff like that, not to be, raise my voice. So I have to be aggressive, which sometimes you have to, just like, no, hey, back off, what I mean, or what you're doing, is not appropriate, and I don't appreciate you in any shape or form trying to come to me in that kind of way. So I'm letting you know right now, back off from me. I don't want any of that. I don't want to do anything like that. I don't want any of that kind of problems. You do your thing and I do my thing, and then I move out of my way, and then I do my thing, and I'm like, hey mate, get out of my way, boy shaka, and then I head on. So yeah, but still at the same time, I thought to myself like I don't need to do that. I shouldn't be doing that because it doesn't affect me anymore. So why am I angry in the first place? And anyone can do whatever they want as long as it's not touching me. It's not even maybe even touching in the future. That might be a trigger right there. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking to myself maybe that's something I still because I'm still learning. I'm still a student. I'm learning every single day. So that might be a thing as well. Like someone touching you, that's the ego. Like how dare you touch me? You know who I am. I have the rights not to be touched. How dare you? And all these kind of things. I'm thinking, that might be another ego talking, and it should be fine. So what if someone touches you? I don't really care. It's just my skin, It's just my body. So what? If someone touches me, okay, cool. Ooh. And then it's like, all right, cool, whatever. So I think that's a part that I have to let go. So if someone does irritate me, that do feel the trigger, like I said, the triggers are the best thing in the world. Because if I feel like I'm being triggered, then I know that's not part of me because I'm a loving being, and that's all I am. Just love, caring, understanding, patience, and unconditional love. And I know everyone else who does whatever they do for a reason. It's because of pain. Anyone that does anything to upset you, to hurt you, is because they're upset and they're hurt. And because I know I'm happy, I know I will never hurt. So even when I was in the worst position, I grew up with narcissistic cousin and his little brother as well, which they took full advantage of him. They all take advantage of each other, and I grew up in that kind of environment. Even though I grew up in that environment, I never was a hurtful person. I can never hurt a person. It just wasn't within me. But I would hurt myself, not like physically or mentally. I mean, to the point I didn't love myself enough, to understand what was happening or accept that this isn't my kind of people and I shouldn't be around these kind of people. Which now, of course, I know how to heal myself, which is fucking incredible. Like, can we just stop for a minute and see the change within me? That's incredible. I can heal myself, meaning I can get more confidence, meaning I can not feel scared or hurt or pain. That's crazy. That's actually like fucking hell. But yeah. So basically, yeah. So any triggers help me out. So even if someone does something and I feel like that's not on, right? But if it triggers me, that means it's not me. Because if I don't get triggered, I'm like, hey, it's not on, whatever, back off, I just don't want to do that. I don't care, mate. It's just, I mean, you do you, I do me. I don't like that kind of friendship. That's, I mean, you find your people, I find my people. I'm cool. That, I mean, that's not me. Safe. But if I feel like, boom, there's a trigger and I'm angry, and I'm like, what? Then I know that's not me. I'm thinking, whoa, 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 that's not me. That's not my personality. That's not my character. That's something that been absorbed from the ego as a protection. And as a young child who grew up in an environment, maybe it protects itself so much, so it doesn't allow to be touched, doesn't want to be, physically touched or anything like that. So I know, hey, mate, we need to let go of that. So if this is a trigger, then I'm like, okay, that's great. So I'm going to feel it to let it go. You have to feel it to heal it. And with purging as well, I'm not going to do purging every single day because I've noticed right now I don't feel any triggers and I don't have any pain. So there's nothing really for me to purge. But I've done this before where I didn't feel anything and then I let go and I stopped purging for like 3-4 days. But oh yeah, I'm right. No, no. When you go outside, it's good because when I go outside, then I'm like, hey, if I put myself in environments where I'm uncomfortable, and like everybody's there to trigger you, everybody's out there to show you what is not part of you. That's like how we live in a simulated reality, and everyone that you meet, everyone that you see, anyone that pressures you or triggers something within you, it's not you. It's your pure light, pure love, pure kindness. And if I get triggered, then I'm really happy because I'm like, hey, this is a new thing that I noticed that I see within myself that I need to let go. And now this person has just basically pressed my buttons to let me know, bing, 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 that needs healing, that needs healing, that he needs healing. I'm like, okay, okay, then I'm go home, find that resting place, find that a comfortable place for me to stay. You can make it your own. You can make it your room. You can make it your what's it called? You can make it your man cave or um, yeah, whatever you feel comfortable with, and then just purge it. Remember what happened. Feel it, experience it through the mind, and then the mind doesn't know when it's thinking or daydreaming about something. It's actually experienced as if it was there. So then you just really visualize it through the mind, and then you can feel it and feel that pain. Feel it in your tummy. It should be right in the tummy. Feel that pain, feel that pain, feel that pain, feel that pain until it goes away. And sometimes, you can just lay back, which is the best, lay back in your bed, and just like feel like you just dropped your hand, lose, surrender yourself. Don't like tense or anything, just surrender. Feel like you're sinking into the bed. And then as soon as you're feeling like you're sinking to the bed, just let your tummy just breathe up and down, breathe up and down. And then just think about what happened. And then you should feel this like boom, this sensation in your belly. Allow that to happen again and again, which sometimes you get your belly will hold, it will start to become tight and stuff like that because it doesn't want to feel that emotions. Because you need to remember it's part of you. You've got babies inside you, like all different kind of personalities and stuff like that to protect you, and it doesn't want to feel that kind of feeling. So you just have to be kind and loving and caring. It's like how you treat a baby, and give it time. Just give it time and just feel it again slowly. Even if it's a teeny whiny weeny weeny sensation, that's really good. That teeny weeny weeny whiny sensation is very good because a little bit of a teeny teeny whiny sensation, by a bit by bit by bit by bit, and you just feel it, and then sooner or later it will go. Even the tiniest bit is really good. You're doing really well for yourself because the tiniest sensation is like you basically found something that was hidden within you. Now you're letting it out. So slowly, 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 you let it out, let it out, let it out, and then it's healed. And then if you think about it the next day, like give yourself one day, think about the same situation as well, because sometimes you might not know that you haven't healed it completely. So think about the next day. If you don't feel triggered and you don't feel that same pain, then it's gone. That's healed. And no longer will you be around that kind of environment or around that kind of situation. It will no longer irritate you. It will no longer trigger you, and it will no longer it might piss you off or whatever. That's normal. That's who you are. But you shouldn't be in that environment anyways. But you wouldn't get that trigger anymore. And yeah, so you feel better to not have that within you because you don't want to hurt yourself. That's the worst thing is when you have all these emotions bottled up. And I'm a man. So I grew up as an Arabian, and we can't express ourselves and we can't feel emotion. You have to be a man, and a man doesn't feel his emotion stuff. You just let it go, forget about it. But that's not the way. You don't let it go and forget about it. You basically feel it to heal it. That's I believe that is what a real man is. Is someone that doesn't run away from his pain. He goes within and feels the pain, so then he can become a great example for other men. When he's around other men, he can be a great, kind, loving, caring, strong individual who feels his emotions, who feels his pain, who understands emotions and pain and suffering and everything, and he feels it to heal it. You're basically healing what is within you, that is bottled up within you, so that when you're around other people, you can be a great example. People can feel your emotions, people can feel that you're kind, people can feel your voice, the tone of your voice when you speak, and the tone of your voice when you say something. People can just feel that, and that attracts people to you because they know there's that humblest feeling, that humblest kindness, and yeah, and it's great. That's how you should be around people. You don't want to be having too many things bottled up, and you're around people, and you're not loving yourself. Forget around people, you're not loving yourself, because if you have so many things bottled up and you are feeling pain and you're not loving yourself, basically, if you ignore it, because that's like a baby crying and you're just ignoring it. You're like, oh, whatever, we're not going to listen to it. That's not right. It's not nice. That's not kind. You listen to it. You be patient. You say, I hear you. What is it that you want me? What is it that you want to tell me? We can feel it, to heal it, and just let it go after, and it will go away. And then you can do meditation to basically let it go. That's what meditation is there for, to empty the mind. But meditation is not there to ignore the feelings, the emotions. First, you must feel it to heal it. Then you meditate to let it go.